We cross now to SABC News economics reporter Liabo Setho. Good afternoon, Liabo.
Hi, Juliet. It's been a hive of activity here at the Gauteng Investment Conference, and as your intro suggests, one of the most notable and important things that have happened so far is that investment pledges have been announced by the MEC. They had an initial target of 300 billion rand, Juliet, but now they have surpassed that by 12.5 billion rand, so that takes it to 312.5 billion rand in investment pledges. Chief among those in terms of countries, South Africa, at I think 174 billion rand, and even the US itself pledging, some US companies pledging, and Estonia companies, the UK, and all different types of companies, and they are spread across different sectors, of course. But some of the sectors that this investment conference, Gillette, is targeting is it's of looking at the issue of sports, arts and culture, and the creative economy, which is why I've brought in the MEC for sports, arts and culture, Mr. Matome, Chiloane, to come and talk to us about the plans they have in terms of broadening investment in that sector. We know how much sport plays a role in our lives and also in the economy, but we also know of the role that the creative economy and its contribution to provincial GDP as well as national GDP is. Let me bring in MEC Chiloane. Thank you so much, MEC. Thank you so much for your time. Tell me about how you are planning to use these pledges that have been here to as it were, increase the visibility, to increase the investment, and to increase what has been done in your space.
No, thank you. Look, the pledges have been extraordinary. 312 billion is what we planned, and a little bit more than what we expected. But what is important is at the aspect of job creation, at the center, for instance, in terms of the recreational aspect of it, the sports, more now filmmaking, amongst the contributors is Netflix and others who are coming forward to ensure that they create opportunities and space for local up-and-coming and emerging storytellers to come forward and really get that space and platform to actually showcase some of their work. And look at the larger scheme of things is the ability of really the job creation aspect of it. Yeah.
I'm wondering about what your plans are with regards to sports development in the province, particularly at schools level. We know how much schools they invest their times, the children invest their times and skills, but what is the government or the provincial government doing to help sports development at schools level?
We're doing quite a lot, to say the least. We're doing quite a lot. For instance, now we have supported over 500 schools, no-fee schools in our township areas with sports kits for football, netball, chess, and other sporting codes. And over and above that, we've also created a comprehensive program that allows all schools to participate so that they can have an outcome of an overall champion in our province, and of which then goes to the national, and to demonstrate that really our reach is so much that in all the national competitions we've been coming first. I mean, that shows that our performance in terms of even the recruitment and identification of talent is really based on true talent instead of other aspects. So we are really working around the clock. Obviously it took some time because COVID did affect school sport, but now in the province there's a decision in place in my other cap, which I've said to all schools that every child in our province need to participate in some form of extracurricular activity, and at the end of the year, that report that we send home, it should form part of which extracurricular program the child did within the year. So we are really trying to get all our kids to do something.
Allow me to go back to the creative economy. We have an increasing number of aspiring content creators, most of them doing this because there are no jobs, and it's a form of having their own jobs or job creation for themselves. How can you support Joburg or Gauteng-based content creators that are emerging, and what can you do for them to help them make this a career and one that also puts food on the table?
What we have done, we've identified the creative sector in different aspects. I mean, for instance, now there's TikTok is also, they say it's a hobby, but it can actually be, it's a career, and that's part of filmmaking. So we are creating a platform that really uses digitalization as a core aspect to ensure that we really teach and support this up and coming and obviously aspirant TikTokers, Instagram, whatever, social media entrepreneurs, as I like to call them. But also what we're also doing now, we supported recently 24 township up and coming filmmakers with equipment so that they can do the filmmaking, but also and above, with us giving them equipment to really do this film and supporting them, we also created a platform. So we've brought on board and we're finalizing partnership with Disney Plus, Paramount, obviously Netflix is also on board, and also Prime Video is a Prime Studio of video, yes. And SABC as well, I must say, SABC as well, and DSTV, MultiChoice. So all of these, they have come forward to partner so that it creates platform that for this emerging, because this is where the problem is. Because if you don't address the emerging, it's only the few that will continue to benefit. So now we don't want them. We want people to tell the original, genuine stories that are actually at that level, that really talk to the people and talk to opportunities and challenges of our community.
MEC, thank you for your time.